What's going on, YouTubers? Rick James here, bitches. Anyways, when are we going to stop believing in money? When are we going to stop believing in this worthless piece of paper that they've conned us all into that has some sort of value? You are an electrical chemical system, okay? That's what your body is, okay? You have an infinite amount of energy. Since you're an electrical chemical system, electricity is called current. They are stealing your current and they're trading you currency or money, this worthless piece of paper, in return that a machine made. And this machine can produce a lot more of this paper than you can energy in a day. So does that even seem like a fair exchange? You know, this is my world. We all work 4 hours a day, 4 days a week. That's 16 hours of your time doing whatever you're good at doing, okay? So instead of the 40-hour week that you have now, you have 16 hours a week. You have 4 hours that you have to work a day, 4 days a week, and the rest of the time is yours, okay? So, plus you always get a 3-day weekend. And if you get tired of doing the job that you're doing, you only work 4 hours a day, the rest of the time's yours, so bam. You know, use it to learn how to do something else. And you have a 3-day weekend as well, so, you know, use that time to learn how to do something else. And as long as you do that, you get the benefits of what everybody else is producing too, okay? Because, I mean, let's think of how things get here. First, somebody has a thought to create something. Then once they get the idea of what they want to create, they go to the ground out there and they extract the resources. Okay, so they had a thought, then they used their energy to get the resources, then they used their energy to build whatever their thought was. They manifested out of thin air, okay? So, where did money come into play at all there? It didn't. You know, money's an illusion. You know, I know you think you can't survive without it. No, you've been tricked into fucking believing in a worthless fucking piece of paper. Let me give you an example. Take a $100 bill to the Amazon fucking forest and try to convince one of these fucking tribes that this fucking piece of paper has value. They're going to look at you like you're fucking crazy, because you are crazy for believing that this worthless piece of paper has any sort of value. Okay? You've been conned into it since fucking birth, you know? You've grown up in this belief system that you had to have this piece of paper, and depending on how much of this worthless piece of paper you have determines the comfort in your life. Okay? Doesn't matter how hard you work. If you can find some way to acquire an enormous amount of this piece of paper, this worthless pieces of paper called money, then, you know, you can have it nice and easy. But if you can't, you got to bust your ass like a slave, you know. That's why they slaughtered the Indians, because they used their energy to provide for the tribe and everything that they needed. Everybody worked together for the benefit of everyone in the tribe. And that's the way the world needs to work. There needs to be no borders. You shouldn't need a piece of paper to travel anywhere. We were all born on this planet. You should have the right to travel freely across it wherever you want, without any kind of documentation. Okay? But you're being charged for this and everything else for this paperwork and stuff. It's ridiculous. You know, it really is. And when you stop to think about what I said here today, take that money to one of these indigenous tribes out there and try to trade them that for something of theirs. They're not going to want to trade because they're not going to see any value in it other than to wipe their fucking ass with it, maybe. Anyways, stop believing in money, people. It's not fucking real. We need to destroy this fucking system of slavery that we're all in. We're all silly human fucking slaves, working for a worthless fucking piece of paper. They're stealing our energy. My world is much better. You work about a third of the time that you work now. Okay, 16 hours a week. So, versus 40. You have so much more free time. There are no bills anymore. You don't have that stress of, I need to make this much money, because as long as you put your energy in for the benefit of the world, creating at whatever you're good at creating, then you get the benefits of everybody else in the world who are creating things. They receive your benefits and you get theirs, you know what I mean? It's fair for everyone. Everyone's equal that way. There are no levels of wealth, you know. There is no more poverty. Okay? I fix all these solutions because, you know, money seems to be the problem, and what it takes to fix any one of these problems that we have in this world that was created for us. Okay? But when I take the money out, all the problems go away too, see? You know, you don't have people stealing because it's a lot easier just to put your 4 hours in, you know? And people who don't want to do that, then we're going to put them someplace, you know, like the desert. You don't want to produce anything, we're going to put you where there's nothing, the desert. And if they come over here stealing the things that we're producing, when we catch them, we're going to put a GPS on them, and we're not going to put them in a cage. We're going to make them work. We're going to find out whatever they're good at doing, or we're going to train them how to do something, whatever we need, you know, more people doing other things, because everybody's going to be more universal, okay? Because you're going to switch jobs without having to worry about the pay thing, and I need to make this much. You're going to be interested in learning how to do other things. So sometimes we might need to put more people in one area to create these things, you know what I mean? So everybody's going to be more versatile in this world, because, you know, most people have been doing the same job for a long time, so, you know, a lot of them would probably like to switch, you know what I mean? And since you can do anything you want now, because it doesn't matter what you do, as long as you put your 4 hours of energy in the pot for the benefit of the world, you can do whatever you want, whatever trade you want to learn. Okay, so anyways, it's fucking not rocket science, people. It's very simple. You know, we all use our energy together. We get rid of money. We get rid of the stress that we're all fucking under. We get rid of all the problems and, you know, all these imaginary problems that this imaginary money has created. This money has created all these fucking deficit problems and all this shit, you know? So, anyways, yeah, I guess I'll throw my phone number out there for people who'd like to call and get enlightened. 480-399-4629. Rick James, bitches. I love you all. Wholeness, balance, and vibrations.